mustard here. We have a British Christmas product. Which, if you know anything about British drugs, you'd be going out. I can hell. Getting your spreadsheet out and having 300 or 400 dozen lots going. Which one is that? Simply, it removes anything out of tin and card or rigid plastic that would still drop it to about a third. Dilutes potato chip. Alright. Next one. There's two of these sneaky little. Well, let me put you out of my only person for Wednesday today. Walkers, Sprotators, potato chips combo. Oh, easy itty bitty instant nutrition handy. This one is the one that doesn't contain the Brussels sprouts. So the carryover flavour is turkey stuffing that flipping Brussels sprouts review. If you want to see that, Sprout Lovers review, go over there, look at that. I might publish this as a pairing. That would make sense. And especially you see in the month of December, that would really make sense. So today we're going to be doing a glazed ham, cheese and cranberry. It's quite common, so here's some nutrition and panel. Ingredients list. Ingredients list. Now you like, nobody doesn't give him 10 minutes to read that. Hey, you know, below off. This is all easy to find on the, very easy to find on the internet if you want it. So below off. You irritating SOV. That's just cause this is what the turkey stuffing one looks like. This is what you're looking for. And you know, the Brussels sprout bubbles video. And volume like, oh, why are you moving this anyway? This is so panic. As you have your Rain Man autistic moment. Because I film reviews in big blocks, lots and lots of products at once over a couple of hours, and this is in the same block, so quite literally, fuck you. Go and watch the Brussels sprouts one, you small-minded twit. I know you're out there. Let's talk Walker's glazed ham. Now, if you since opened a separate tab, look with the Brussels sprouts one, on the description, you would also notice there's a pig's blanket one there. This, geez, I'm wondering how this differs, if at all. At first sniff, not enough. It smells like they're normal bacon ones. You can get better effectively year round, and then where's the export ones actually? For they're making the astronomical price because they don't carpet bomb these with preservatives and additives and shit. And that off, well, that give them an infinite shelf life. So by the time you bought them from a warehouse, put them in a boat, send them in your warehouse, redistributed them to the final sales point, they have a month left to be eaten. And trust me, you do not want stale potato chips, because back in the day when these were to die for, literally to die for, the only ones you can get those were Southern Boat, plotted their way over the far west coast of Oz, and then dragged their silly ass over to the east coast and ended up in literally a tiny smattering of stores. I mean, they were rare as rocking horse crap back in the day, and breathtaking. Not just in the prices that would make you scream hysterical blue murder, but also in the product range. They had anything and everything, and if they didn't have it, ask them politely, and they'll blame will get it for you. Because Anyway, enough prattling from me. We're here to talk food. I wouldn't be surprised if you put an eye-rolling emoji down below. Commentary. While you're there, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. Do it for me. Do it for you. Hell, do it for the nation and the good of your mother even. Whoever takes your whimsy, the cheap appeal to your greater good. That's what they look like. They just look like potato chips. Let's get a really good one, really crusty one. Ooh, that looks crusty. Ooh, look at that. That is crusty. Look at that. It's opaque. It's so thin. It's opaque. That really is a crusty little bugger. That's a more normal chip. This is intriguing. Quite a bit of mustard. Painfully sweet one though. Spider-Man is meant to be a sort of yellow seed American mustard. So if you want it genuinely spicy, borderline too dense, sweet like that mustard is, English. An English hot mustard like Vegemite. You don't go and just grab it fucking lump and go, ah! Just smear on your brain till it's yay thick and then like bloody, you know, the T-Rex eating the Whopper and the, if you're not around for me, a Burger King ad. If you are Hungry Jacks, look it up in Google. Google the Burger King versus Hungry Jacks legal dispute. Now that's a bad time read if you're looking for a boozing cure for insomnia. And you aren't like me, you're bore easily and a 7-pointed intellectual because you bore easily, so I know a lot about a lot. Anyway, it's got that irritating sweet mustard, a lovely balsamic glaze in the flavour profile, and just enough salty something to know there's something underneath all that. You could imagine yourself calling it, I could imagine people calling that a porky flavour, even though there's actually no pork flavour there. It's more like the glaze I'm tasting, and it's irritatingly sweet, the glaze, while the chip itself is quite salty. So definitely, it is conspicuously different to Pigs in a Blanket, but all the same, very disappointing. Now for cheese and cranberry. Oh. Wow, this one I'm a bit skeptical about because the British used to have, when their potato chips were good, had the reputation of having literally the best in the world, and the best of the best was cheese and onion. Oh, actual real cheddar, as in from Cheddar, the region in England, cheese with actual dehydrated onion powder, onions so salt-free and curmudgeonly and just nasty. And they put that fear in God in reference around the world. Because they be called upon to relieve you of that God-forsaken mouth odour. Not so much anymore, so I'm very skeptical here. That's what they were back in the day. They were, my God, they made you stink like you needed a shower. You were particularly crusty. That cheese and onion, just dribbling out of your mouth. That rancid odour. Ooh, ooh, tasty, tasty chips. I mean, it was worth putting up with offending the whole office with your God-forsaken mouth odour for chips that good. Whew, they were good chips. Not anymore, not even close anymore. Ooh, damn. Good ways and bad ways. Closest you get now is an Irish brand called Tayto. It's probably as close as you get to the old-fashioned British ones, but even then, they're I'd argue they might be better. They're better than the Walker's ones. Well, you can, but and they're at least have a direct descendants of the old British style, but they're not even then they're not in the same realm. I'm stuttering here. I'm so bitterly disappointed. This is intimidating. Ooh. Yes, it smells like cheese. Really stinks of cheese. But there's this vitriolic, plasticky, casein filled bowl cut out, cheap and shitty American cheddar cheese that's probably chromium orange, cause why the fuck not? Oh, Jesus Christ. That's what they look like. A big fat one here. That looks like a potato chip, doesn't it? It really looks like just like a potato chip, but I'm betting it's not. Yep, that cheese is cheap, crass, and is frankly as revolting as I described it as it would be. If you've never had chips, a real high quality cheese on them before, you'll be thinking, oh, but these are lovely. I mean, they're cheesy, they're rich, they're full bodied, they're delicious. Basically, you've had American potato chips. Use English vernacular on these crisps because they're crisp. Actual chips are those fluffy hot things you pull out of the oven. And in Australia, there's semantics if you want to separate them because they're interchangeable, whether they're potato chips or not. These are potato chips. Once you pull out of the oven, if you don't want to also call them potato chips, are hot chips. And a little fun fact to keep you smarter. Yeah, if you've never had real cheese on onion chips, you'll think these are amazing. If you have, I'd start eyeing behind the couch in the English tradition of like young children do when the Doctor Who special are make us the Daleks or Cybermen or they were the common guys in the 70s and 60s and 70s. It scared the living hell out of you. So you duck behind the couch and baby over like the famous comic in Australia called Living. I'm sure he did one with I think he did one with a little big sausage nose hanging out and his big eyes. It'd be like that. Over the couch, go, oh, terrible. Maybe your hands over the top. We've all seen a cartoon like that, so we can imagine it. Scared weirdness. That's what this would do to you with flavour. There's a cranberries in there. No. I mean, I'm betting if there was an actual cranberry in here, and you can quite clearly see there isn't. Oops. Chip away. Shard of chip away. I still won't be able to taste the cranberry flavouring because it is so extensively smothered, smashed, bullocked, and frankly muzzled by this godforsaken, this horrific cheese-esque flavour that you wouldn't pick it up unless it was vitriolically tart and so crass. But no one in Britain would even tell. They burn these at the bloody stake. There'd be damn seances where they burn these bloody things. Not only is it a unfathomable American cheddar cheese flavour, but they followed up with an equally, literally nauseating cranberry flavour. I mean, you'll literally make people violently ill. You'd be handing these out as that is horrendous flavour. I'm tossing those. These, yeah. I can tell you from my other review of turkey and stuffing, delicious. You get some of these in the UK, hide the turkey and stuffing, they're the ones to keep. And the Brussels sprout ones are surprising too, and pigs and blanket, well, you know. Well, you will if you watch the other video, the sprout lovers from Walkers, which I insist you do so. Should you import these personally from the UK? I'd say no. I found these on a British grocery style website and they are horrifically expensive. And to be brutally honest, no. Literally not worth it. Not these, especially not this one. Honestly, even if you don't like Brussels sprouts, ooh, I'd seriously consider recommending that one over this one. I really would. This glazed ham's a bit shit. Cranberry and cheese is awful. Turkey and stuffing, ooh, dang, that's good. While the other one, you get the turkey and stuffing, which dang, that's good. The and the Brussels sprouts, which even if you had sprouts, give it to someone who does and insist you pinch a cheek. You'll be pleasantly surprised. That is not as vitriolic as it sounds. If you're in the UK and you see these and it's Christmas in the summer, yet again, I gotta say, get the other packet. I mean, come on. I don't care how much you hate sprouts. Get the other packet, or if they make this flavour, turkey and stuffing in big family-sized bags, get a couple of them. You'll be thanking me. These are so bloody these are so bloody delicious. You put this out at Singapore, or Christmas lunch turns into the Christmas dinner because the turkey just won't cook. It's taking too long. So you end up having lunch at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. People are going to munch up a whole packet and they may not have enough room to eat enough of the actual food. So, but they are that delicious. Right, that's enough prepping for me. I'm sure you don't want to be stuck here for 30 or 40 minutes watching me prep on. I mean, not the least, it might force you to take your soluble fibre drink, tablets, your prune suppository, whatever. Remember to take that first thing in the morning or the night before, so you stuck, shall we say. Fat bus out here.